Live from his ex-roommate's homeless father's garage, and author to many best-selling novels such as Space 8 Penetration and Snorting Coke Anally. This man needs no introduction, but it's in my contract too. He is the creator of Today in Culture and the host of the highly popular comedy podcast, The Wondering Mind. It's how do you say it? Fuck it. Here's that guy. How the fuck did that guy still have a job? I thought I told you guys to fire him last week. Well, anyways, what's going on, my Milky Way living brothers and sisters? Welcome to another great episode of The Wondering Mind, where the mind wanders. I, of course, am your host with the most time on his hands, Kevin G. And joined beside me is, of course, the wonderful and beautiful and a little bit tired. Go on.
Oh. Marie Guadalupe's motherfucker.
It's a beautiful Wednesday. I believe the date today is April 3rd, 3 days into the 4th month of the year, and I'm already crying to be put back in the womb. As you know, this show is not scripted, but rather I just voyage into the depths of my unfiltered ADD mind and see what interesting stories or topics come spewing out my gingivitis-filled mouth.
That's gross.
So Marie.
What up?
How you doing?
I'm tired.
Why are you so tired? You look like you're about to pass out.
I don't know, man.
It looks like you're
I feel like I look like a crackhead.
You
No
do.
offense, crackheads, but you know,
Your
you
eyes
gotta
are
look a little something.
extremely tired. Like you need a. Damn, it's fucking hot in here. Let me take my jacket off.
I fucking threw this jacket on. Well, not this jacket, but like this sweater on because I thought it was cold in here.
Well, it was cold to begin with, but now I'm heating up. It's heating up in here. Now, we don't really have much of a topic, but whatever does come to mind will come to mind. Am I not right, Marie Guadalupe?
Simone.
What were we just talking about? Oh, yeah, that one horse. Right before we started the podcast,
We got the horses in the
we were talking about, we got the horses in the back by Little Nas. I don't know if you know this, but they screwed him over on the country billboard.
What? Really?
I think he was number. I believe it was number 5. He was 5 on the country billboards.
For real? With that song? Because of that song.
Keyword being was, because apparently they didn't think that it was country enough, and they took it off the country billboard. That's some fucked up shit. Everybody was arguing because they said, well, the only reason you took it off is because what color do you think this man is?
This dude?
Yeah, the one that sings, what's the horses in the back? I don't even know what it's called. I've been jamming it all day, though. That shit is fire.
I heard it, and I saw, like, I don't know, the dude is black.
The dude is black, yes,
Yeah.
but just hearing his voice, you would think he's white.
Yeah.
Like,
so
the first time I heard it.
So what's up? So they just took it off just because of his
Well,
skin color? What's up?
well, they didn't right out say that. They didn't say, well, taking it off because he's black. They said because they didn't involve enough country. Apparently, they said he had country. Country themes. They had a cowboy hat, some Levi's, a horse, but...
I mean, he said he got some horses in the back. How the fuck more? What the fuck more do you need?
Well, I don't understand who else is carrying horses in the back. You know what I mean? Well, I usually carry the horses in the front, because of my motor. Oh. Shout out to all my V6 motors. Fuck you guys for talking shit. But yeah, so they took it off, and then there was a big controversy because they said, well, it's not enough country, so we're going to have to take it off. You know what I mean, Billie Jean? And then... many people are speculating that it's because of his skin color, and then they later posted on, they put that on Twitter, and then later on they posted, it's not because of his skin color, it's because of
not enough
country. I'm like, but then they were also arguing the fact that even it's because the trap beat, you know how it sounds like trap, so the Lil Nas said, well, it does classify as country, okay?
Yeah. Because
he's like, it is country, but then it has trap in it. It's not just one thing. It's not just country, but it's also not just trap. It's a combination of the both.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. When country singers collab with rappers, and or a country singer has a trap beat, in the rap community, that is still fair game. Yeah, it's rap.
Yo, like... Wait, it's rap then?
If a country person sings, has like a trap beat, and it's considered rap, yeah, it's considered rap in the rap category. They're not gonna take it off.
So it's not gonna be country then?
What?
You said if the song has
if the country person, if there's a country singer that posts a song with like a 808 trap beat or any type of rap, rap feel beat,
it's just the beat.
It'll be considered rap still. They're not gonna take it off because it's some country boy singing about putting on his Levi's and fucking heading to work,
jerking it off.
Yeah, well, jerking off a horse and shit. It's still considered rap because it's a feel of it. You know how a rapper raps. If that's how they go in it, no matter how country it is. So that was a big controversy over the horses in the back. I believe.
I feel like it was hella country.
I feel like it was country.
Hella country.
Way country. Like that. I mean,
it surprised me in my playlist when I was listening to music at work, and then next thing you know, like this song came up, and it's like.
That shit's fire, huh? Yo, I heard that shit like 6 times today when I was at the gym. I was just back to back to back. I kept playing it back to back mainly because it's so short.
Yeah.
It's like a minute something, but it's fucking fire.
Yeah, it's I kind of like it, to be honest.
Give it some more time, it'll grow.
Like, I don't know, it's just different. It's catchy. It's catchy, and it's just like, I don't know. It's chill. It's
fucking.
I dig it.
Yeah, it's Lil Nas. Shout out to Lil Nas. Definitely, I believe you should be in the country, but they were saying because it's harder for. I mean, they think it's because the country people don't want to change what country music is.
Oh, yeah.
They're not keen to evolving. They're like, hell nah, we gotta be talking about farming equipment, a little yeehaw, razzle dazzle here and there.
And fucking in the hay mail.
And they don't want any of that trap fucking shit. They're like, hell nah, give me a guitar, a bottle of whiskey, and someone's sister, yeehaw!
Man, you talk so loud, man.
Well, it's because I have a voice.
You need to tone it down.
A voice to the people.
Shit.
But yeah,
I got to tell you this every time. Just kidding, go ahead.
In my opinion, yes, definitely. He should be in the Billboard country. Okay, now the Billboard went ahead and did a shoddy job of taking him off. Now, we'll see what happens. I'll keep you posted definitely because this is Today in Culture, aka the Wandering Mind, aka where the mind wanders. Now, I believe you had a really good topic you wanted to talk about today.
Oh,
about the fake pockets in the women's industry. What is up with that?
Oh my God. Yes.
I didn't know about this, but apparently a lot of women's jeans do not contain real pockets.
No, they don't.
That's probably why women worldwide always ask their men to hold stuff for them. Am I right? Mm-hmm. Is that why you're always asking me, can you hold this?
Yeah.
Put it in your deep-ass fucking pockets.
Yo, yeah, that's why, like, guys' pockets always have, like, it's really deep and long, and I'm pretty sure, now that I know it, I'm pretty sure that's for you to scratch your ball, your ball.
Scratch your ball? Who the fuck are you talking to?
Scratch your ball.
Don't let anybody know.
Yeah, but,
Scratch my ball.
But, like, yeah,
But I don't understand. It's just for aesthetics and just.
It's just to look good, but like it's just I don't understand the purpose. Like,
does it make it more comfortable?
No, like what do you mean, like?
Well, maybe because when you have pockets, they have bags inside, and they scrape up, and then they make you look bulgy. I don't know. No. What is the reasoning behind no pockets on pants?
No pockets. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
If they
That's the motherfucking question I have too.
If they did that to men, you know what would happen? The fucking men would go crazy and stab whoever the CEO of that company is.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine if South Pole did not have their deep-ass fucking pockets, man. Them pockets could carry a grenade, a fucking bazooka, 2 turkeys, and then a side piece of a television. Them old days, them South Pole. Do they still sell South Pole? Mm-hmm. Do you know what South Pole is?
Yeah.
What is it?
Some jeans.
It was not only jeans, it was a whole brand. It was a brand back in the day. If you didn't have South Pole, your ass was considered lame, not cool, and maybe a little bit of a homosexual. I remember having my South Poles. They were beautiful. They were big, baggy, and blue. I had so many of them. I had my dark blue ones that fucking were they faded like white right here in the front of the leg, and then in the back they had a beautiful pocket, huge pockets. They're huge. I'm telling you.
I remember those. My bros used to have that shit. Ooh, you could legit put your. Your CD case, your CD.
Yeah, you could put the whole fucking CD.
The whole CD thing. Back in the days when you didn't have no iPod and shit, you had your CD player, and you just put that shit in there. That was fit for that. I'm pretty sure that's what it was for, you know?
When you had to carry the whole fucking, no, not Walkmans. What they're called? The CD, the portable CD players.
Those small ones, you know, the little disc ones.
Yeah,
you know
those were badass. Not a lot of people know about those. I used to carry those around all the time. I think
with your ugly ass headphones.
They were ugly. Yeah, they were the cheap like plastic ones with the foamy stuff on them.
Yeah.
And then you could barely hear any beats or anything. You could just make out the voice.
Like, for you, in order to hear a good ass beat, you had to like press that shit right in your ears, you know?
You had to fucking stab it right into your ear hole and make sure. And then, if not, you were hearing nothing but, "Hey everybody, it's me, Britney, bitch." Do you know? Do you know what that song is?
Yeah.
What?
It's Britney, bitch.
Don't you know that you're toxic?
Ooh.
I got that beautiful voice. Shout out to Britney. Do you remember watching that Britney Spears Toxic video for the first time?
Yeah.
Or did you even see it? You were too young, probably.
No, I did watch that shit.
How old are you, 12?
What?
I remember watching it for the first time. I still remember. I haven't seen it in so long, but I could still tell you. She was on an airplane.
I know that too. She had a blue suit. She had that whatchamacallit
She had a blue suit, but then she changed into that see-through fucking shirt.
It was green.
It was green?
Was it green?
No, it was
red?
white.
It was white.
It was white.
White.
I remember her crawling just... Oh my gosh, she was such a bae.
She was eyeing.
How many years later until she shaved her head, though? Was that like 2-3 years later?
I don't know.
But shout out to Britney Spears. I haven't heard of you in a while, but hey, if you down.
Down for what?
Marie is here for a little...
For a what? Huh?
Little singing here. We're here for a singing competition, of course.
Oh my god, Kevin.
But yeah, I don't know how we got on that topic. We were talking about women's pockets. How do you go from women's pockets to Britney Spears to
toxic?
Only here on the Wandering Mind podcast, where
the mind wanders for a reason.
But yeah, obviously, I got too much of a wandering mind because ADHD is a thing. Shout out to all my ADHD kids out there. Do not take your medication.
How the fuck you know you got that shit?
Well, obviously, I have it. Do you not hear the way I speak, the way I pronunciate, and the way I am? I just was not prescribed anything or diagnosed with anything. You know why?
Because you're fucking crazy.
Because I was broke.
Bitch.
When you're a child of a Mexican descent or any Hispanic descent, who do you know has ADHD or ADD?
Nobody.
Exactly. Only the white fucking people.
That's so true. You never like hear about Hispanics having like those type of like...
Yeah, like,
you know?
I gotta give my child Ritalin because he's going too crazy.
His ADD, and then the Mexicans be like, "That no chingadazos ese
That's
güey,
what
hombre."
it is. It's a medication. He's like, oh, my child is too wild. He's not paying attention in school. He's not. You know what a Mexican parent does? Agárrame el cinto. Vas a aprender. Look, that's the best medicine, you know? I remember. That's how I got through school. Un cinturonazo, un guarachazo y una mata mosca en la mero espalda. You remember those good ass whoopings, Marie? The ones that left you. Ow! Ow! The worst was when they're holding your hand and they're hitting you at the same time because you can't run away.
Yes. They would be grabbing you like right here.
Yeah, holding you right on your arm.
And then like you're trying to escape, but they're like, "No te vayas, cabrón," and shit like that, you know. And then you'll be like crying out for your other parent, and your other parent's just like, you know,
tough luck.
It's just you did that shit. It's all on you.
You're looking at them. You betrayed me. But
you know what's funny? Like, I remember my bros would always get their ass beat by both my parents, like especially my dad. But then
I was got to be the male figure.
Yeah,
God,
but then,
good hand.
But then it'd be funny because like then he would when he'd be tired. Or he would go ahead and tell my mom. He'd be like, Rosa, go ahead and do that for me. You know, I'm tired right now. I don't wanna kill my vibe right now.
I'm good.
You know?
I don't wanna fucking get up and lose some energy. Yeah, they gotta switch turns. That way you learn to hate both of them at the same time.
And then I remember like. But when it would come down to me, he would never hit me. He would just like.
Because you're daddy's little girl. That's why.
I know. And then so like he would just give the power to my mom, even though, and he would not say nothing. He was like, and just like disappointment, but still had to discipline me.
The pure disappointment, but no ass whooping, man.
No, that's why he's like, take it over. I don't want to hit her.
Well, if you're a guy, shit, you get hit either parent, you get me? I remember one day I got a detention, and that was a good fucking chicken sandwich. I think I tasted it. Was there a french fry in there? Well, anyways, I was a child, and then I came home, and my parent, these fucking asshole teachers, I got a detention, right? And they made me have to go get a paper signed saying that, hey, this motherfucker was trouble. So we need you to know and acknowledge that we gave him a detention.
It was to go for your parents?
Yeah, so I remember I tried to play it cool, too. I remember I brought it home to it's because my parents worked different shifts. So my mom worked the afternoon and my dad worked the morning. So when we get back, it was my dad taking care of us. Mm-hmm. So then I remember my dad doesn't speak English or write or anything of the English sort. So, I'm like,
don't read it. Yeah.
Nothing of that. So I just told him, hey, could you sign this? Because I just need to get it done for the teacher. But I didn't tell him what it was for. Uh-huh. And then my dad pulled the biggest dick move I've ever seen in my life. He said, ahí te lo guardo para que tu mamá me la firme. For those of you non-speaking Spanish people listening, he said, I'm going to save it for your mom so she can read it and sign it. And I was like, oh, hell no. When he said that, my heart dropped.
Like, because she's going to read it, huh?
Hell yeah. My mom knows what's up. She may not know a whole lot of English, but
she knows, like...
But she knows when shit is up. My dad was just like, I don't know what the fuck that is, and I don't want to ruin anything here. Huh. So, shit. Yeah, he waited for my mom to get home, and she got home, like, at 10:30, 11. And I had the whole day I was fucking paranoid.
Oh my God. No. You should have practiced the handwriting yourself the whole day.
I did eventually do that, but that's another story. And then, my mom gets home, and then, my dad hands her the paper. He's like, yeah, dice Kevin que quieres que firmes eso. Kevin wants you to sign this. And then, she read it over. I don't know if she knew exactly what it said, but the one word that gave it away was detention.
Yeah, detention. Yeah.
Detention. I'm pretty sure that is worldwide known for niggas fucking up.
Yeah.
So then she's like, Kevin, ven acá. I'm like, what's up? She's like, what's this paper for? And I didn't want to tell her, but I had to, There was no other option. And then she's like, oh, it's because I was I was a troublemaker in school. Like, I was just fucking around with my friends, Now, I can't remember what it was for. Oh, it was because I was being loud and
like always.
Right.
Like always.
How you say? Because I was being loud and absurd and just fucking, I guess, annoying the teacher. This was fucking dumb. And then, she gave me and my homie detention because, like, they're doing nothing but talking and distracting the class. And I was like, well, fuck you. She gave me detention. She gave me that paper. She's like, I want you to get this signed by your parents and bring it back. And then what I ended up telling her was like, oh, it's because I got detention because I was talking a little bit too much at school, trying to downplay it. And she's like, ¿te dieron una detención? I was like, yeah. And then she read, I don't know what else she read, but she saw that it wasn't just because I was being a little annoying or whatever. Mm-hmm. She said, it was because I was fucking distracting the whole class. And instead of just signing it, guess what she did?
She called him.
No.
What she do?
No. She went ahead, told my brother
to read it for her.
Jesus, yes, my older one, told her to read it.
Oh my God.
Word for word and translate what the fuck it says. And then after she caught me lying to her, apart from the detention, she told my bro, agárrame el cinto.
Oh my God.
And that sucks when your own brother
looks at you and then just gives you that look.
He's like, he betrayed me. You betrayed me, you asshole. He, and I'm pretty sure in that situation you have to go get it, si no te va a seguir a ti.
Yeah,
you're next to get him.
That's how it is though. I remember because that's how it'd be like when they would tell me to get the belt for my bro, for Eric, and then I was sometimes kind of like just didn't want to, because I wanted to defend him a little, and so then I would be like, no, I'm gonna stay here, and they would see I wouldn't move, and be like, hurry up or else you're gonna get it too. I was like, okay.
Fuck yeah, you know how scary that is? Like, fuck, I didn't even do anything. I'm about to get my ass whooped. Hey, sorry, bro, but I don't want to be
like,
part
I'm
of
sorry.
it. I don't
Like,
want any of this.
It's horrible. It sucks when they tell you to get it, and I'm like, nah, tell the other person to go get it.
That always
I don't
makes
want beef. Because then afterwards,
that's awkward.
They be like telling you, like, why the fuck you do
Yeah,
that?
yeah, you know, man, while you're crying, why you go get the bell? It's like, because I was gonna catch an ass whooping next if I did. It's either you or me, bro. But yeah, he goes and gets the belt, and my mom gives me the fucking hardest ass whooping I've ever had in my life.
Dang.
I mean, I personally don't feel like my mom's ass whoopings were as hard as my dad's.
Oh.
I don't feel like she didn't have as much power. I mean, it hurt, definitely hurt, but the older I got, the less it started to hurt. Because towards the end, you know, what age do they stop hitting you? I don't remember
I feel like, let's see.
I don't remember the last time.
No, you're still gonna get your ass beat. You're still gonna get your ass beat.
Now you're gonna get your ass beat all the way up to your 80. If your parents are still alive, they'll fucking kick your ass no matter what fucking age you is. You get me? It's like,
but like,
you could be fucking 92 and they'll be like, you hear you fucked up somewhere, tráeme el cinto, and then you gotta go, whapa, nigga. And that's how fucking Mexican upbringing is. If you ain't getting the belt, you're an enemy to the parents. And that hurts.
Belt, or it could be any other object. It could be like some cables.
What's one of the worst things you got hit with? Now that we're on this topic,
let's
what are we
see.
talking about first?
Before this?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. That's why it's the wandering mind.
Where the mind wanders. I believe I got hit with so many things. It's hard to narrow it down, but if I had to, some of the most painful top five of Kevin G had to be the fly swatter.
Oh, hell yeah.
That one hurt.
There'd be a hanger too. The
hanger, yeah, definitely.
The hanger.
Una rama. One, they made you a branch. Okay, a rama is a branch they make you go pick out yourself.
Yes.
That is the worst. You got to go pick out a fucking
pick it out yourself. No, it goes like this. Like, they don't tell you what it's for. They're just telling you, hey, go pick out one of the ramas over there. And then you come back and you bring it. You're all like, okay, but still scared because, like, something's going to go down. But then, like, as soon as you get there, they'd be like, all right, hand it to me. Turn around. And it's like, what?
Well, for me, I knew it was going down. And if I didn't get a good enough one, they would go pick it out themselves. And it would be twice as hard. So I'd have to pick out the one that I would think isn't won't hurt as much. But still enough to please my parents to whoop my ass.
Yo, that's how it'd be with the belts.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you choose which one. There'd be, like, a thicker one, a skinnier one, a smaller one. And then, like, that's how it would be. So then even, like, my parents, like, they would tell me to pick which one out, It's like, go in my room and pick one out. And then I'm like, this is horrible.
Oh, man.
I'm picking out my freaking shit.
You're picking out my own fucking demise here. Yo, and Mexican belts suck. I don't know if you guys see Mexican belts, but they're leather. They're fucking 100% leather. And if they're not leather, guess what they are? They're crocodile.
Oh, yeah.
Them motherfuckers do not mess around.
You got that freaking... And también tienen, like, it has little pictures on it, like, engraved in it.
Oh, yeah. Leather. Those fucking...
And then, oh, my God, when you would get hit with that shit, you would get the mark.
You would get the mark or whatever.
Of the animal.
Uh-huh. I remember I got a mark of a horse. And right on my arm, because, I tried to dodge, and then she fucking got me right on my shoulder. I tenía un caballito ahí. Okay. That's why I fell in love with Mustangs. Fucking,
To remind you.
Mm-hmm. This shit is fucking horrible. And the worst thing they always tell you is, quítame la mano, si no te va a ir peor. And if you don't take that hand away, pretty much what that means is take your hand away. If not, it's gonna be worse for you. And for me anyway, if I didn't put my hand away, I would keep getting my ass whooped until I did. So I'd be like, no, and then right on my fucking back. That is good old Mexican parenting. A lot of people are against spanking their children, and
Go for the belt. If you can't spank the child, go for the belt.
Well, a lot of people are also dealing with horrible children.
Oh yeah! Oh my God! Yes.
That's true. I feel like if you at least discipline your children with a little bit of spanking, they will benefit immediately.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because there is nothing like fucking a good ass whooping to make you learn a lesson real quick. You get me? Hey, you have to get a little closer to the mic. If you're not, you can't really hear it. You gotta at least keep it right here. Cause if not, you just sound like.
Good shit.
You gotta be close. Practically put your tongue on it, okay? Because if not, your voice just sounds extremely distant. At least, like Joe Rogan says, keep the mic a fist away from your mouth. You see, a fist. That's how.
That's how far it was.
Let me see. Nope. You gotta stay out.
It's a fist away.
Look, your hand ain't even touching it. Are you kidding me?
Right here.
There you go. Perfect.
Can I get closer?
Because if not, if you could get closer and speak loud, softer.
Okay.
Where the hell we left off?
Huh?
You know what I was wanting to talk about? The school bus trips.
Oh yeah,
those because I was heading out today and then I about hit a bus because I'm fast, and then I was leaving the driveway, right, and then a fucking bus came, and then I started remembering, man, I miss those days where you would just jump on a bus and not really know
where you're
going. You just put your trust in the teachers. And
you obviously knew where you was going.
Well, you knew where you were going, but you didn't know where you were going. They just said, "Oh, we're going to a space museum." Okay, we're going to a space museum. You don't know where.
But they tell you where. Yeah, they do. They tell you if it's far or not.
Listen, you don't know shit when you're a kid. They could say Kearney, and as far as you know, that's in San Diego.
Yeah, but like when you're a kid, when you travel here and there, you fucking know your areas. Like,
well, I didn't travel here or there. I was a child that stayed at home all the time.
Well, I'm fucking saying, like, you're gonna know around your surroundings.
Well, maybe in your small city, yes, but when you're traveling, back in the day, I thought 50 miles was.
Well, I know.
And then when we end up in a...
but they're just not going to tell you, like, we're going to go to that one random museum. They're going to tell you where it's at.
You don't really care where you're going as a child. You don't know where you're going because your brain isn't fully developed. Do you think when you're in elementary, you're like, oh, I know distance. I know 50 miles is only 50 miles. That is only 1,000.
Okay.
No. It's a whole adventure, okay? Your mind is probably fucking thinking somewhere else. Like, oh, my God, we're going to space. That's where my mind wasn't. I don't know about you. Okay, maybe you were a little smarter than me. When I got on the bus, it was like a fucking a space trip. You get me? I'd be sitting looking out the windows. And fucking, the bus driver would get hella pissed off, but I would fucking roll down the window. Oh, yeah. Not roll down the window, fucking. You had to push those two buttons.
Yeah, you had to slide down that shit.
Just to breathe in some fresh air. And then, hey, pull back your window. It was a scruffy bus driver. He wasn't the best one.
They all your characters sound the same.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
It's because I grew up with nothing but chain smoking fucking grown-ups. Maybe that's why. You ever think about it? My childhood was nothing but a bunch of cancer smoking adults.
Who?
From the lunch ladies to the principal to the janitors to.
Oh, you're talking about that. You're not talking about your parents. Like,
no,
because that's how you put it. Like. It sounded.
No, I'm talking about the bus driver. Did you not just hear me say the bus driver?
I know, but like you was saying, like growing up like that around Chainsmokers and
yeah, growing up with Chainsmokers around me, school-wise, teachers, everybody that raised me was. There goes my lung. Shout out to smoking cigarettes, bro. No, I'm just kidding. Don't smoke cigarettes, kid. Smoke meth. Brought to you by Marie Guadalupe's secret meth stash.
Nuh-uh. Motherfucker, you gonna get me in trouble for some shit I ain't even doing.
I'm just playing. No drugs were made in the filming of this video. Of this podcast, I mean. Except for a big hit of life. That's some good fucking oxygen. You know what the science name for oxygen is?
The science name?
$100 right now if you get it right.
The science name for oxygen?
For oxygen. You know how water is H2O? Well, what is oxygen?
Oxygen, isn't it OX?
Is that your final answer?
Oh, wait.
Ding, 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 ding,
I swear
I've
seen it.
Ding, ding,
is
ding,
it OXN?
Ding, 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 ding.
Okay, go ahead. I don't know it.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't care.
And you are incorrect. The correct answer is O2. The correct answer again is O2. I even said it in the name of water. H2O. O is oxygen. H is hydrogen. 2 is, I don't fucking know, but I got oxygen here.
Okay. Let's move on.
School bus. Yeah, I was saying those were fucking fun until my class got too riled up and in trouble and just a bunch of fuckheads, and then they made us stop having school field trips because we were.
Are you for real?
Yeah, I'm serious. It's fucking. We were scheduled to go on a bus trip, on a trip somewhere, and the whole class.
Oh yeah, I think that might have happened with us too, because people were fucking up, or I don't know, people were in trouble, so then they punished us all.
That's what happens. Yeah, they fucking told us, okay, since you guys all wanna. Okay, let me see. This is how they sound. Okay, since y'all. Okay, since y'all wanna fuck around so much, we ain't going on the trip no more. And I remember, there was a school bus driver. He was like, "Oh well, I'm sorry guys, but we ain't going anywhere." The teacher told us that you guys have been I've been a little ornery. That's how they always put it, ornery.
What, ornery?
You never heard that word, ornery? Like a little naughty, in trouble?
No, I never heard that shit.
Man, that was a word they would always use.
Ornery.
Quit being so ornery.
That reminds me of like honor.
Today's word of the day is ornery. Use it in one of your sentences, one of your conversations, and or write about it. Ornery. You learned something new today, baby.
You and I were gonna go down there, but then I was like, ornery chingadazo, something. I just can't. I don't know. Make no sense.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Just a few quick facets here. Obviously, everybody knows about the new documentary called Surviving Cardi B.
What?
Surviving Cardi B.
There's a documentary?
Baby, I'm being fucking sarcastic. You know, it's like the playoff words of Surviving R. Kelly. Because we were watching this video earlier, and I don't believe what she did is right in any sort of sense. Drugging other people without their consent is especially bad. But you got to remember her situation.
Let her do what she does. Ain't nobody here pointing their noses in your business.
That was also years back. So, the fact that people are digging up old videos just to bring them down today.
It's so petty.
It's very petty. It's very disgusting. You get me? Why are you going back in the day? That's not the person they are today.
No, that pisses me off. It gets under my skin so bad. Like,
it's annoying. Not to go off topic here, but that's what they did to Kevin Hart when he was supposed to host the Oscars, I believe. They went back and then they resurfaced some tweets about him making gay jokes or something like that.
Yeah.
And then the whole internet got outraged, and then they didn't want him to host the Oscars anymore.
Oh my god, are you fucking for real?
It's getting to a point where everybody is just so dumb. You get me?
People, oh my god.
But I am not defending what Cardi B did either. I'm not saying go and drug people. I'm not saying that. You just gotta take it into context and realize where she is today compared to where she was back then. And if you see the video, it's her, pretty much crying and saying, I had to do, just being hella loud. I had to do what I had to do. She said she brought the guys that wanted to fuck her, so they would bring her back to the hotel, and then she would give them a drink, and then that's when they'd be passed out, and then she'd rob them there. But that whole thing, I understand why people are outraged, but at the same time, why the fuck bringing up the past? Don't let your past define you. It's who you are today that matters. Cardi B isn't that same, stripper that she was back in the day. Obviously, if you know who Cardi B is, you probably have a better fucking understanding of her since you were a fan of her since before she became a rapper.
Yeah.
I mean, before was she stripping when she was on that show? What's that show called?
Love and Hip Hop.
Love and Hip Hop. Was she still a stripper there?
No.
So she was just a reality star by then.
I think so, yeah.
But she was probably still talking about stripping, wasn't she?
Sure. Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe she was a part-time stripper at that time. I'm not 100% sure, but either way, she may not be stripping now, but she still has a moves of a stripper. Am I right? Twerking and shit. She brought that stripping mentality to the forefront of everybody, and then she got my boy. What is it? Offset.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's Offset. Offset! Shout out to him. What's her baby's name?
Culture.
Culture is cute. He's black like Offset. Cause
It's a she.
Oh, she? Oh, excuse me. Culture. That name could go either way. It could be a boy or a girl. Cause it's not really a name. It's more of a culture. It's just a word. You know, you got enough culture. Oh, it's because of their albums, huh?
No, it was not because of that. He said it was because they want to do it for the culture. You know, I don't know. I fucking heard the interview of Offset saying something like that, but I don't know. And then he named it after his. They named the child. They give them another name too.
So it's
Offset's
not just culture.
name?
Oh, his real name?
Yeah.
Oh, so he's not.
She has two names.
Ooh, okay. But you know what the name is going to be used the most frequently? Culture.
Yeah. So.
I'm just saying.
Just like I got two names too, motherfucker.
I got one name.
So.
That's all I need. If you're Mexican, you probably got two first names and then two last names.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only had one first name and one last name. All my other brothers both have two first names.
Why? Why not you?
No, I don't know, because I'm special, I guess. All you needed one.
I have both my last names and both my first names. Well, first and second.
Well, my name is Kevin G, and this is the Wandering Mind podcast. But anyways, yeah, that was a good fucking Cardi B. I don't think she should be thrown under the bus and fucking left there to die. Everybody needs to quit freaking out. Yes, what she did in the past, and let me say that again, in the past was wrong.
So also these other people done shit in the past.
But that's the thing. Everybody has some shady shit they've done in the past. It's not the only reason we're talking about her is because she is famous. If you go to any of these motherfuckers that are talking shit on her, $1,000 motherfucking dollars says that they've done something they regret in the past as well. You get me?
Everyone has done. You have done something. I have done something.
Everybody has dirt on them, but that's why throwing dirt on somebody else doesn't fucking hide your dirt. Somebody could just come and uncover yours as well. So everybody has to keep that in mind. Fucking realize she's just a regular person. She was just a regular person. Not even 5 years ago. She was just a regular schmegula person.
Or like, I don't fucking know.
She barely hit stardom with their breakout track, Bodak Yellow. And after that, that's when she went from, a reality TV star to a fucking rapper, a big artist, one that is on the level, if not higher, than Nicki Minaj. And that is in a matter of short years. Didn't she leave that what's that show called again?
Love and Hip Hop.
Didn't she leave Love and Hip Hop to go pursue her rap career?
Yeah.
If that is not crazy and showing you that she has changed, I don't know what is. She left everything behind. She started anew. I know she was rapping before, but she was side hustling until she finally managed to say, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to pursue my rap career.
Yeah.
But, I'm not defending what she did. I'm just defending the fact that Cardi B.
She has shit in the bag. Yeah. Go on.
And then the breaking news, finally. Unfortunately, I don't want to end on a bad note, but R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle. They have found his killer. His name was Eric Holder. It was a very, very tragic event. Did you hear what happened or how it went down?
No.
Well, apparently, Nipsey and Eric had some exchanging of words, not kind words either. He pretty much kicked him out of his store and he told him to get the fuck out of here. And that angered Eric to the point where he left. He did leave, but he came back with the handgun. So he had a handgun with him.
He got his feelings hurt.
He got his feelings hurt. And then I guess he had a getaway driver somewhere. And he just ran up on fucking Nipsey and his crew and just shot fucking Nipsey 5 times. No, either 4 or 5 times in the body. 5 times in the body and then 1 time in the head. And you know what he did after he was on the floor dead?
What?
He kicked him in the head. He kept repeatedly kicking him in the head. Yes, this fucking asshole fucking kicked a dead man in the head. And then after that, he ran, got into the getaway vehicle, and then just dipped. And then he was fucking on the run for I think a day or two. And then they found him trying to check into a mental hospital. They barely today.
Oh really? He was trying to get in there.
He was trying to
motherfucker.
He was trying to pull the old fucking move. So he
that shit. You can't fuck with that.
That
like, that's some fucked up shit. Like, you can't just fucking go ahead and just be like, oh, I did some bad shit over here. Let me pretend to be like mentally ill.
Well, sources say that he was mentally ill before, but you cannot just say that. Oh no, wait, it is because I'm mentally ill. I don't even know those credible sources, to be honest.
No, like, bruh, no, that shit, like, it pisses me off because, like, I don't know, it pisses me off.
Well, because, yeah, he was trying to check in, and then one of the receptionists said, "Hey, he looks familiar," and he's like, "Oh, I know who that motherfucker is." Then they called the cops, and then they surrounded the place, and yeah, you just see him again with his hands behind his back, getting escorted into the police car. But they do have him in custody. And then the getaway driver is a female. They're not charging her with anything right now because she claims she didn't know what Eric was doing. She's like, I don't know what he did. I just drove the car. But for right now, she's not being arrested for anything or charged with anything. But those that can change later in the future if they get details and shit. But very sad situation for Nipsey. You know, I wasn't the biggest listener to his music, but I did hear a few of his tracks, and he was good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm more appreciative with what he was doing with his community because he was fucking his little community. He built a store there. He was helping out the felons who might have been there, you know, just helping them. And then he was even planning on building an apartment there in his little hood for lower income people. Mm-hmm. So, you know, it's not like this motherfucker was you know, up to corrupt shit and stuff. He was helping everybody. He pretty much was an all-around good dude, but, you know, taken too soon. And the day before, he got murdered, and the day after that, he was supposed to meet with LA chiefs about the gang violence and all that. So, R.I.P. Nipsey. I hope justice is served to the fullest extent. Eric, you know, I can't say anything, but may God rest his something. I don't even want to say anything right now, but to put that up to the law, okay? You know, to grit my teeth and hope that justice is served. And hopefully they don't say that it's because of his mental disorder, because also, if it was because he was his mental disorder, why the fuck would you plan it out this much? You get me? He's not a mental disorder.
It's like, what the fuck? So it's pissing me off. Like, okay, you're taking advantage of that. If you know that you have a little bit of that, and you're gonna be like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna go over here and do this real quick, and then nothing's gonna happen to me because then I'll just go over there to the mental health, you know. And it's like,
I was orchestrated.
That's some fucked up shit. Like, cause there's people out there who are really like mentally ill, and it's like, don't fuck with that, cause that like fucks up, like,
makes them puts a bad light in the whole community.
Yeah, and it makes it harder for them.
And then they get put in that bad spotlight as well. They're like, well. But yeah, let's just leave on one more good story, all right? Let me just say one thing. I just saw the trailer for the new Joker movie, and boy, does that look badass. I cannot wait until to see it. It's barely, the trailer came out 7 hours ago, and it's not due till October, but damn, a full Joker movie. This shit's gonna be badass. I cannot wait. Plus, Halloween is one of my favorite, if I would say my favorite month of the year. So I cannot wait to see that. Me and Marie are scheduled to go see the movie Us pretty soon. What's the other movie? Oh, Pet Sematary. I know you wanted to go see that one too. We saw the original one, the original Stephen. Is it Stephen King? Yeah, it is Stephen King. Saw the original one. That one was really good too. I mean, I'm pretty sure the trailer looks pretty good. But we'll be.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? You haven't seen the trailer for the new Pet Sematary?
Yeah, but you were just talking about how you saw the older one.
Yeah, remember we saw the old movie.
Yeah, and then you just went ahead and said a trailer of.
Yeah, I was saying that the trailer compared to the old one still looks pretty good. You know, the original movie.
Because you didn't finish what you were saying. You were just.
The Wandering Mind podcast brought to you by ADHD and ADD. But thanks for staying tuned with us, everybody. Be sure to come back tomorrow for another great episode.
Don't come back tomorrow. Get out of here.
The Wandering Mind podcast, where
your ass cheeks wander.
the mind wanders.